Okay, Sheena, whenever you're ready.
The concept is to transform the facade of a piece of architecture with light to make it look as though it's slowly breathing, as though it's in a state of a Zen-like state of relaxed meditation.
Well, so they had all these pictures they'd taken from Columbus and also other cities, and then we were to take one of them and then one of the cards on it with the words and actually an image card, an icon card as well.
The participants had to combine these three elements and put it together and then to explain it to the audience. And then we built up working groups. After this we went back to Germany and we were analyzing the results, and so we developed this design.
I worked with the city and the county officials on this, and they were the most gracious. I mean, just to the point of almost making myself and the crew come almost to tears. They were so gracious to us. I think it's important for people to contribute to the arts, but I also think the artists have to have a responsibility to the community that they're working with. Such a beautiful river and such a beautiful bridge. We'll find out whether people like it or not, I don't know. You know, it was fun to do and it looks kind of pretty out there, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you all for having me here.
I wanted to make a piece that let Columbus speak for itself. So I wrote 5 words, the beginning of a sentence, and we put them up on a large wall across the street from the State House. After that, we held a contest for Columbus residents to add a short phrase to the existing text on the wall. Every 2 weeks, we selected a new phrase. It's a generative piece that grows depending on input from the residents of Columbus. I was surprised and delighted that Transit Arts, a local group, staged their own response to the work on the site each time a new phrase went up.
Columbus never experienced such beauty, opportunity, or passion as the moment we're living in now, for before it has been. Look down at small town, questions asked when. We'd elevate into our prime, where the time is now. This is inspiration. Columbus, welcome to your destination.
Next stop, high and free.
My project consists of a custom-made sign, similar to ones you commonly see in front of businesses, church, and schools throughout the U.S. to give the exact time and temperature of the location where they're installed. My sign, however, tells the current time and temperature in Tehran, Iran, a city that is geographically distant and is in our news on a daily basis. The time and the temperature presents a moment in the city where the space between here and there is collapsed, and the citizens of Columbus can temporarily project themselves into a foreign place and circumstance. Throughout the run of the project, there will be open public forums with cultural, religious, academic, and political leaders discussing some of the complicated issues at stake in U.S. and Iranian relations.
Initially, it was a conversation with my son, Sam, and we joked about a few different things, and basically it got to a sort of a walking on water kind of a joke, and he said, why not make it cows? Obviously, there's this complexity of having a reputation of being a cow town that's kind of a cultural slam, but at the same time, now we have all this interest in local organic farming, and so the idea that you're a cow town might be in the future something positive.
We have lots of surface parking lots downtown. This lot on High Street between Gay and Long, we refer to as Death Valley.
Death Valley?
Death Valley.
Nice.
Yeah.
We were going past the surface parking lots, and Laurie Bodrum said something about couldn't we possibly fix up some of these parking booths? That idea grew to commissioning architects to design individual booths that would be kind of iconic. And would also take into consideration the parking lot attendants.
The booths are a fabulous idea, and I think they'll be a great draw, and people will love to have them downtown.
As I think about all of our projects, it might be one of the ones that is perhaps most tied into the kind of longer term development that you're thinking about.
Well, what I love about the Finding Time project, Malcolm, is that I constantly see people discovering things as they walk around downtown. That's what urban space is all about, is discovering these surprises, things you wouldn't necessarily expect to see, and it just adds a lot of depth to the experience of being downtown. We want to draw people back downtown, people to live, people to work downtown. So we're doing everything we can to encourage, just a return to downtown Columbus. Having a public art program is absolutely essential.
When I was approached to do this, I thought I wanted to do deep research, so I spent a half a year talking to historians and lots of people. I thought I would take all things that are, but weave them together in my own way. Everything gets reinterpreted and painted.
What's the weirdest or most surprising thing that you've found out?
I think the squirrels, that in 1807 you had to kill 100 squirrels a year for taxes. Well, who could think that stuff up? There's a big section on time capsules and cornerstones, then convict labor and everything that was convict made at the penitentiary. It's just so much. It's just so much. There's so much information, but trying to try.